Hello, I'm swinging into action here at the eMAM booth at IBC Amsterdam, joined by Mr. Chuck Bulow, the VP of Business Development. Chuck, thank you very much for joining us. I hope you're having a great show so far.
Thank you.
Tell us, what are the key considerations when any organizations are involved in media asset management?
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing that we're seeing is the categorization of the media and how they categorize. That's actually the very first thing. You know, a lot of clients are either in a project mode or genres or topics and various things like that. So the idea is to maintain a good understanding of your structure of the media itself, because if there's no structure, you're not going to be able to find it. Now, it's necessary, I think, for the MAMs to be able to move things around and reassign things, but categorization is key. The second one is metadata. And really, a lot of things have changed over the years in the metadata side, where either people are manually tagging or they're bringing in from third-party sources. But the structure of that metadata, how are we going to then want our users to go and find that media? That's really, really key, because if they go in and they're searching off media and metadata that's not there, they don't understand how to find any of their assets whatsoever. And then I know we'll talk about some AI, but AI also is doing that custom tagging as well, which is very, very important. But I think those are the two things as a good starting point. And then also looking at the complexity of workflows on top of that. So, you know, how detailed do you want to get with your media and what you want to do with your media? And that could be where you're simply just archiving, you know, sending to the cloud, or you're doing complex workflows like distribution to play out and things like that. But I think those are the core pieces of looking at when you're looking at a MAM. Start there and function. Get your groups together and understand how you're going to organize everything.
And how important are factors such as interoperability and scalability?
What's really key for a MAM system is where you can place the MAM in a database. That's core. So a lot of customers look at it and they say, well, we're going to have things in the cloud, but then we have other places in the world that want to manage the media as well within the MAM system, and so on. So that's really key, that MAM systems can work within different platforms, cloud-based, on-prem, or hybrid availability, and placing the media and the database in the MAM system. And then also being able to store and manage multiple locations, being able to connect with that. And the systems that are all here in the building, you know, having that open API and RESTful APIs and things to be able to connect with those systems, file systems, and organizing, you know, your content and placing them in different places. That's what's really key. Transcoders and all these other types of applications, but also, you know, the scalability. What's unique then is to be able to start small and grow big in that environment. So a lot of people just don't want to chew off this big elephant and say, this big MAM system just landed on our doorstep. Well, let's just start small, upload and scale up then from there. And then being able to go from, say, 10 users to 30,000 users is that capability within that MAM system to be able to do that. And having different types of components and spreading things around on different servers or cloud-based systems and things like that, is that possible within the MAM system? So that's really, really key.
You mentioned AI, and obviously everybody's been talking about AI both this year and last year, I guess. But where is it most usefully utilized in a MAM deployment?
Yeah, so there's a descriptive metadata that we get from AI systems. That's most important for our MAM systems. And so with that, it's being able to go in. The very first thing is like speech to text, for example, or different languages or translations of different languages, and being able to then obviously bring that data in and then be able to search for phrases or words and various things like that. The core is, I think, starting with just speech to text, summarization, and so on, and then being able to give some kind of descriptive title of your media as well. Most bring in media and it's tagged camera 1, And then you go, well, I have no idea what that media is. So the AI services that are available now to us that MAM systems are connecting to are able to then get a descriptive title, a description of that, of a summarization, but then specifically speech to text. Now the AI has also gone a little further with that is translation. So a lot of these are then translating to different languages, which is really key too, because then if you're in one language and you need it back in English or something, you have that capability of doing that. Then it's stepping into like facial recognition, image recognition, vectors, embeds, a vector database with embeds, and saying, that's a girl eating an ice cream on a sunny day wearing a hat. I want to find that shot that I had. Those type of things where you're doing a natural search, natural language search. Those are now expanding more and more in the AI side. And it just offers more and more search capabilities within the MAM to go in and say, again, I'm looking for that shot, or I'm just looking for topics of XYZ, and then I'm going to find those topics. So AI has been a big benefit for us.
Kind of what you're showing at IBC this year, is that your main thing on the stand?
Yeah, so for us, we're launching our 6.0 version. The biggest thing that we've launched here today is actually an AI service locally that we're building. So the one biggest thing is with AI is you're going to the cloud and you're processing through the cloud and so on. So there's a big expense for that process. So a lot of our clients have asked, can we put it on-prem? And so what we've done is we built models based on OpenAI, LLM models, hope I'm saying that right, but and very specific GPU systems, HP GPU systems that then can run that AI service locally without any other cost. So with the initial purchase of like eMAM and then having the AI service added on to that, all of your processing is all done locally with that AI service. We're doing a number of integrations with EVS sports. So those in the EVS world, we take in now metadata from games, game information, and so on, and doing a number of different upgrades and so on within the MAM system. And then lastly, Cutting Room is an online editor. So based on the cloud storage, like S3 buckets, users can actually look into the eMAM system, and then through Cutting Room, they can actually edit and cut that media all through the S3 bucket directly without having to download or upload. So it's a really big benefit for a lot of our clients. And one other thing is, it's just popping up now, is our eMAM client. We have been asked to have like executives or people who are just non-technical but just want to preview media. We've actually built eMAM client, which is a great interface just for a very simple process of looking for media, searching for media, and previewing media. The MAM systems typically have a lot of buttons to push, and in this case here, there's maybe one or two. So it keeps it simple, and that's what we're showing.
Well, Chuck, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate you talking to IABM TV, and we will see you again next time.